Hello everyone. So today I'm going to explain about on how to do this task 2 part C. Okay. So what is this institutional shareholder services ESG governance quality score? Okay. So basically this is the what we call this one is a corporate governance quality score. Okay. So like this one, this company, okay, they have been conducted this score and for many of the listed company, okay, in many countries in the world, okay. So based on the score, okay, so they come up with how all this company is this many countries govern, okay, their companies. Okay, so basically it's about corporate governance lah. Okay, so corporate governance it was started okay back in by the Cadbury report in back in 1992. So it mentioned that okay corporate governance is the system. It's actually the system by which company being directed and also controlled. Okay, so it shows that this corporate governance for all these listed company, it is the vital roles for all the leaders of the organization that they have to play in establishing effective practices of the company, basically in order to achieve the company goals lah. Okay, so it's governed on how the leaders of the company or the organization monitor, okay, and being control lah. Yeah. Okay, now like in Malaysia, we do have our own corporate governance, what we call as Malaysian corporate governance. But the latest one we have is to be 2017, be revised later 2017. So it highlighted what are the roles of the directors, and then they will highlight in regards with the experience of the directors, the age, the education background, the gender. Okay, so all of this in order to promote um, how okay they manage the company. Okay, and then because there are certain okay there are research done, okay, based on research done, if let's say they have many women on board, so usually in terms of financial performance of the company, it will be much better. It improve better. Okay, so later I will show you that. Yeah. So before we proceed with the these details, okay, in terms of uh, calculating the percentage of non-executive director and whatnot. Okay, I believe you guys want to know what is the how many types of directors that we have, right? So basically, for the company listed company, okay, we have two directors. Okay, so what are their roles? So what is the board of director roles? Okay, so basically this board of directors, the directors, I call it as the directors, they they set the direction of the company. They monitor the management in order that the company will able to achieve their objectives. Okay, so when we have the corporate governance framework, so it should underpin the board's directors accountability lah. Okay, so board of directors, we have two types: executive director and also non-executive director. So how to differentiate these two? So when we have this executive director, they are actually the full-time employees of the company. So they have two relationship lah. Okay, so they are the full-time of the employees. Okay, they work for the company usually in the senior management, okay, top management, and usually concerned with the policy matter or functional business area, whereby um, with in regards with the major strategic plan of the company lah. Okay. So usually when we have executive director, most of the company, okay, listed company, they have executive director for finance, IT, information system, and marketing. Okay, depends on the Depends on the structure lah of it doesn't mean that every department they should have the executive director. No, okay. And usually this executive director, they are being recruited by board of directors. Okay, so they are the highest earners of the company. Okay, they are being paid lah their salary, okay, like what we call as remuneration packages. So in their remuneration packages, so they have their own basic salary, many fringe benefits, and incentive bonus lah, which is part of the performance related pay lah. So most of the company now engage the executive directors under fixed term contract, usually around 12 months lah. So usually CEO, right? Chief Executive Officer, Executive Officer, CFO, Chief Financial Officer, Chief Operation Officer. So usually their roles is more closely like the executive directors lah, but you really have to look at the corporate information, like the board of directors detail lah in regard with that lah. But mostly CEO, CFO, COO, they are the executive directors. Okay. And then we have non-executive directors. Okay, so non-executive director, they are not employee. This is employee. Okay, this is the employee. It's a full-time employee. They work for the company. Okay, they run the company. But for the non-executive director, they are not the employee of the company, and they are not involved in the day-to-day running. Okay, of the business operation lah. They don't run the business. Usually, they have their own, full-time job elsewhere. Okay, and or it can be sometimes it can be someone, okay, we're someone or individual who have someone or prominent individual lah, where they have public life lah. Okay, examples that I can give, I don't know whether you guys know or not. um I think last year or last 2 years, like mm, the Nilofa. You know Nilofa? She's a brand international brand ambassador. Okay, Nilofa. I just typed her name, Nilofa. I think her name like this. This. Okay. She's a Malaysian. Okay. She owned a few businesses. She used to be an artist. Okay. Uh, and then she also international brand ambassador. So she was appointed as non-executive directors. I can't recall when. I think last year or last 2 years by it's either Asia or the Malaysia Airlines. Okay, because of her sometimes non-executive director being recruited because of their vast experience, and they might be coming from different background, because basically the non-executive directors, um, they have been given a contract for service, so usually they work as consultant lah, like similar like consultant. Okay, so usually they receive flat fees for their services. They are not being given a salary, but they have been given a some amount of fees. Okay, so because so that they engage under a contract for service lah. Usually this contract for the non-executive is quite similar with the consultant. Okay, so what we have non-executive director, so basically they are from different background. Okay, different background. Okay, so this, okay, why do we need this non-executive director? This in order to balance the influence and also to help to minimize the conflict of interest. Remember chapter 1, we have what agency problem, okay, whereby let's say like this, okay, because they are the full-time of the full-time employee, so whatever the decision, they must be based on the the best interest of the shareholders is the owner of the company. Okay, so when we have diverse non-executive directors from different background, so we can reduce this agency problem lah. So whatever strategic plan for the company, okay, as long as it give the best interest for the shareholders, then they will proceed. Okay, so basically for the non-executive director, their role is they need to contribute for the strategic plan for the company. Okay, they also have to scrutinize the performance of the executive director. Okay, remember all of them basically, all of the directors, they have to elect the executive director. Okay, and then to provide an external perspective on the risk management of their company lah. Okay, of the company. On top of that, they also need to deal with the people issue, such as future shape of the board of directors, and also as a resolution of any conflicts lah. So for the non-executive director, so basically it's quite similar as a consultant. Okay. Okay. Now there is another one. Okay, what we call as what independent and dependent directors lah. So what is this? Okay, but mostly are the independent. So I can say that most majority of the non-executive director will be independent director. So in the independent directors, most of them are independent director. So what it mean? They don't have any relationship with the company lah. Let's say like Nilofa, she's been appointed like as a non-executive director for Malaysia Airlines. Okay, for Malaysia Airlines, she is not the she don't have any direct relationship. She don't work. Okay, she don't work. She in that in Malaysia Airlines. She has her own company. Okay, so usually okay, we will have more. Okay, we will have more non-executive director compared to the executive director. Okay, this is one of the standard practice lah. Okay, so most of the non-executive, so you will see non-executive director independent directors. Okay, meaning they don't have any direct relationship with the company lah. And one more thing, other than this, can you see a chairman? So what is chairman role? Okay, basically chairman role is the leader of the board of directors. They are the leader. They are the leader. Okay. What else for here? Okay, like Malaysia. Okay. In the corporate governance framework for Malaysia one, it is not compulsory for them to follow. But okay, but they are trying to implement that. Okay, they are trying to implement that for all listed company so that the company listed company will be diverse. Okay, like in Malaysia, it mentioned that half of the board of director must be independent director. Like in Malaysia, this can be half of, or let's say we have 10 directors, so half of it must be independent directors. Okay, so that's why you can see, okay, in the company, they have a lot of non-executive director and all, usually they name it like a non-executive director, independent directors. Okay. Okay, now let's go to the this questionnaire. But actually, this one you can download the questionnaire. You can Google it. Okay, so you will see all these ISS ESG questionnaire. Then this is the reason also why okay they promoting that. Okay. Okay, now let's look at the first one. Calculate the percentage of non-executive directors on the board that has lengthy tenure. Okay, so lengthy tenure, how long is lengthy tenure? Okay, so this one I explain later. And then percentage of non-executive director has been on the board less than 6 years. And then how many women? Okay, and then you have to calculate the standard deficit of each. Okay, so for this part, what I did first, what I will do is, okay, I prepare this information so that from there, then I will do the calculation lah. So let's take this one example. Okay, let's take one example here. Uh, okay, sample app I show it. Okay, so I just type. Usually in the first, I will find the information in the corporate information. Usually in the annual report, they have this. Okay, so corporate information. Okay, I've forgotten where. Wait. I downloaded two reports, but I'm not sure which one. Which because one of it they don't have any woman on board. Uh, that's why in Malaysia, the one that I mentioned, like in Malaysia, they they don't really enforce but they are trying to lah. Okay, wait. Okay, like correct this one. Okay, so first I show you, this is the corporate information. Usually in the annual report, okay, we take the latest one based on this. Okay, so okay, I know you have to do like 2 years assessment, but for this part, you just take based on the current year, latest year lah. Okay. So usually how can you find this information? You can find information under the corporate information. Just type. Okay, there's a one page like this. So you see the auditor, the bank, okay, the bank, principal bank. You see, like this remaining question, you can refer to this lah. Let's say like this one. Sometimes do you have the stock code? This one, okay, you will have the stock code principal banker. This is under the corporate information. Okay, so this is the one. Okay, sometimes they list this board of directors in the corporate information. Sometimes they not lah. So you have all this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so you have independent non-executive chairman. Okay, non-executive director, and it's also independent directors. So executive director, executive director, and then this is independent. So you can see here you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you have half. Remember I mentioned that in Malaysia, okay, they're trying to implement that half of the board must be independent director. So this is the full time. This is the full time employee. They are the one who runs the company. These three, but the rest are not lah. Okay, they work independently, meaning they don't have direct relationship with this at Asia Berhad. Okay, so I just take the information. So later we type. Okay, just let's see here. Okay. Okay, now. So let me type this one first. I just write as a short form. Okay. Then Wong, Yong, Mai. Okay. So now the position, I just write like this lah. Just write short form. Non-executive director, independent director. Okay. So this is executive director, executive director, executive director. This is the same. You just copy lah. If I copy, you just copy. Okay. Wait, let me move this a little bit. Okay. Okay, that's it. Okay. Okay, now how can we get this? Yeah, usually the board of director, all the information will be clearly mentioned lah in the annual report. Usually after this. Oh, here. Okay, see they mentioned here, the audit committee. This is a chairman for the audit committee. Okay. Oh, here. Forgot. So chairman meaning he's the leader of the board of directors. And for their own audit committee, okay, like this one, Q Chiming is the chairman, meaning they are the leader, like the remuneration and nomination committee, okay. Datuk Lau Kim Lang is the chairman, okay, and so on lah, okay. So if let's say this is their company solicitors, their auditor, and also this is the code, you see, stock code, and then this is the principal bank of the company lah, which is the IMB bank. So they may have a few banks, okay? It depends. Okay, now after that, okay, usually after this is the company director's profile. Okay, so you can just Google, no, sorry, not Google, Control F, okay, for you to find the information. Yeah. So now, as you can see here, okay, Datuk Wira Rahadian Mahmud bin Muhammad Khalil, okay, he's the independent as executive, non-executive chairman Malaysia. She is female, a male, age 46. As of 2019, he is 46 years old. Okay, so we need to, and he joined, let's see this one, appointed, okay, to the board of FSC on 31st July 2014. Okay, so he has well versed in the timber industry. So he has the, you know, um, information in regards with his background. But he did mention here, you see, he is the spouse of your Mei Fang, Executive Director of App Asia Berhad. Okay, so he did mention that if he has any relationship with the other directors. Okay, they must be, all this information must be transparent. Okay, transparent. Okay, now, so just type this. He's 46, male, and he joined. Okay, so this is the date join. So that's I personally make this column so that then it will be easier for us to calculate basically. Okay, then next, okay, okay, To Hong Chai, okay, he's a male, 44. Okay, To Hong Chai, male, 44. Okay, and then he joined. He mentioned here, To Hong Chai was appointed on the board of directors on 24th July 2014 as executive. Okay, so he has all this in business. He holds a master degree in business administration in finance from International Islamic University Malaysia. He's also chartered accountant. Okay, so here 24th July 2014, also same 24th July 2014. Okay, and then what's another one? Oh, okay, and then we have this Wong Ngai Piao. Okay, male 44. Oh, okay, 44 as well. This is male. When he's appointed, 28 May 2014. 28 May 2014. Okay, is okay. Then here we have your May Fang, female, 43, appointed on the board on 1st March 2018. 1st March 2018. So she is 43, female. Okay. And then Datuk Lau, okay, Lau Kim Lang, he is 57, male. Okay, 57, male. Uh, he's being appointed. Okay, Datuk Lau Kim Lang was appointed on the board on 28 May 2014 as non-executive director and was subsequently redesignated as independent non-executive director. Before this, he is non-independent. He is the non-executive. Okay, initially he joined on 28 May 2014 as non-independent, meaning dependent and also not executive, meaning he works for the company. Okay, but on 26 February, redesignated as independent non-executive director. Okay, so it's okay, but the thing is we need to know his, usually the information being provided here is based on the latest one lah. Okay, as at 2019. Okay, so he started join at 28 May lah. So here, okay. Then last one here, Chu Chi Ming. He's the independent as non-executive director, male 31. Okay, 31 years old, and he joined on 1st March 2018. So this is 31 years old, right? And then this is male. See, it mentioned here. He has no family relationship with any of the directors and major shareholders of the company, nor any conflict of interest with the company. Okay. So appointed on 1st March 2018. 1st March 2018. Okay. So now the tenure of the company here, you calculate based on to date also based on until 2019 lah. Okay, because you're doing it for 2019, right? Okay, so basically here for 2014, we have 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, right? So 2019, it based on the current year lah, because here as at 2019, right? So you minus, yeah, because we don't know, he might be resigned at this year, but we just follow accordingly based on the annual report lah. Okay, so here you have 5 years, 5 years, 5 years, and then they say to the 1 year lah, 1 year, right? Basically, 1 year plus. Okay, okay. We just write like this also okay lah. Uh, but we know that this also may be more lah, right? But it's okay. But you know that at least more than 1 year. But as long as it's already exceed 1 year, and this one not exactly the date lah, because sometimes usually sometimes they only mention about the year. Okay, but mostly they will mention about the exact date that they join lah, because it's a standard practice that they have to reveal all this information to the public. Okay. So now we're done with this. Okay, we're done with this. So you can have a look at this part. Wait, So now from this information, then we can start doing the rest here. Okay. So the first part, calculate the percentage of non-executive directors on the board that has lengthy tenure. Okay. So why we wonder how does this make difference? Okay. And usually, okay, like in the Malaysian case lah, last time, okay, we have the board that, all this board of director, all these directors has been in the business like for 10 or 15 years. Uh, okay, it's not really good for the overall company performance. Okay, so it is suggested that, that this board of director cannot be too long. Okay, because one, okay, it may up to one point. So whatever decision that they need to do, okay, among the directors, so they tend to have mutual agreement, because they already understand the pattern of all other directors. Okay, so whatever the opinions might be might be the same. Okay, there's a unity. Okay, in terms of the any agreement lah. Okay, so that actually it doesn't promote. Okay, it doesn't promote new ideas, which is all these new ideas. Okay, will give more benefit to the company as an overall. Yeah. So I already downloaded the the quality score. Yeah. So basically it looks like this lah. Yeah. So if let's say, okay, like first question is question 13, right? So uh, okay. So this is in terms of diversity. Actually, they want to study how diverse the board of directors in regards with the background or not. But like our case study, most of them are quite similar, in terms of the age here for the executive director. Okay, so here, limiting director's tenure allows new director to the board in order to bring fresh perspective. So this is the reason why. Okay, so an excessive tenure is considered to potentially compromise a director's independence. And as such, governance quality score will consider the non-executive director where tenure is higher than the recommended local best practice. Okay, so recommended local best practice meaning how long it is advisable for them to be in the board. Okay, like how long they consider as lengthy tenure. It depends on the current policy lah. Like Malaysia, it must be 9 years. 9 years is considered as lengthy tenure. Okay. 9 years or more is considered but it's based on the cumulative term lah. Okay. And then IIS recognizes that there are divergent views on this subject. Okay, while a new director may be more likely to back down from a powerful chief executive. Okay, so chief executive, a director who has been with the company for a long time, could easily have loyalties to the company over its management. However, directors who have sat on the board in conjunction with the same management team may reasonably be expected to support the management team decision more willingly. Okay, because you already understand their pattern, okay, so in general, ISS believe that the balanced board that is diverse in relevant viewpoint and experience is ideal lah. Okay, and investors recognize that having small numbers of long serving directors may support strong board performance. And like they won't deduct the credit lah for this for the one that have lengthy tenure lah. But except if let's say 1/3 of the directors, is exceed the lengthy tenure division, and then they will deduct the credit score lah. Okay. And then IS definition of lengthy tenure is defined by a combination of local market practice and investors' preference, and it's not the same in all regions. So for US, Canada, Hong Kong, Singapore, the lengthy tenure is defined as 9 years, 9 or more years. So it's the same one like being applied in Malaysia. Okay. But for China, 6 or more. Okay, India, 10 or more. Australia and also New Zealand is 12 or more. Russia is 7 or more. Okay. So this question will consider all directors except executive. Okay, executive director. Affiliate directors and outside directors are classified by ASS are included. So basically, for this one, okay, when you want to calculate, okay, uh, when they ask this question, it's only applied for all directors except for the non-executive directors lah, non-executive directors. Okay. So when they do this corporate governance quality score, so it's being applied to all the Asia Pacific countries, US, Canada, Russia, India, and also Australia. Okay, but like us, we're not included lah. It's only Singapore. Okay, like in Malaysia, we have also ours. Yeah. Okay. So now, so like in Malaysia, it's for all directors except the executive directors. So this you should exclude lah. This one you should exclude. Okay, so I just write here, this is for question 13. You want to calculate. So how can you calculate? So obviously, okay, without the executive director, right? And some of the question asks you for the non-executive directors only, okay? So you take all, okay? So number of non-executive director, okay, which is more than 9 years of service, and then you divide with the total all directors. So basically you have 6 directors. Okay, you have 6 directors, and then you multiply with 100 lah. I draw it like this. Hold on. Okay. So like for this one, you have non-executive director. How many here? So I highlight this one. Okay, so you have 3. So 3 basically is half. Okay, 3 divide with how many? You have 6. So you multiply with 100. So you have 50%. Okay, so this is the answer. So like this question, you can prepare a new table as well. Okay. So again, I would like to highlight for Malaysia, usually for Malaysia, okay, this one you check lah. Sorry. This is non-executive director that who works more than 9. So none of them. None of them. So this is basically 0. Oh, you. None lah, 0. Okay. But you still have to show me total director. Okay. So they don't have lah. They don't have anyone more than 9. Okay. Usually in Malaysia, okay, they cannot exceed 9 years. And for the executive, for the directors, it must be based on cumulative term. Cumulative lah. If let's say, to sometimes they resign, that kind of thing. So it cannot exceed 9 years. If let's say it's exceed 9 years, okay, let's say the directors has been on the board for more than 9 years, then usually, okay, they have to justify why they need that person on the board, and then they have to get the approval for all the board of directors lah. They have to justify, and they have to get approval from the other directors, all of them. Okay. So now let's proceed with the second one, which is calculate the percentage of non-executive director has been on the board less than 6 years. Be less than 6 years. Yeah. So hold on. This is question number 355. So you look at here. Okay. Okay. So what is the percentage of non-executive director that has been on the board less than 6 years? What they ask is, okay, the skills, capability, and perspective needed in the board room continually evolve. So for instance, over the past several years, many boards have recognized the need for increased technology fluency among their ranks. So specifically, focusing on the board's ability to oversee cyber security risk management and assess its effectiveness. Okay, but the gap are not limited to cybersecurity. Other boards have recognized the need to enhance shareholder engagement skills, financial risk management skills, and more. So the skills and capability required to perform key board responsibility will likely continue to evolve over time. In addition, many perceive a risk of groupthink in the boardroom, particularly among large blocks of directors who have served together for long period, so which may threaten to impair board effectiveness and even may mask individual director skills and also capabilities. So that's why they want, all these directors not to be, more than 6 years or longer lah. Okay. Okay, they want new idea, new skills, new capability perspective. Okay. So this factor in concept with related board composition factors is designed to balance, okay, the board refreshment, board stability, and the importance of some long tenured directors to company success. But they do also need the long tenured directors lah. Okay. Okay, but the factor does not encourage, okay, excessive level of refreshment. Okay, so the factor award increasing credit for increasing percentage on the board represented by directors with less than 6 years of tenure as the most recent annual meeting with no additional credit granted for the percentage in excess of 1/3. Okay, so and again, this one also only for all directors except the executive directors lah. So basically, it's for the non executive directors. Okay. So basically, it's for the yellow one here lah. For the yellow one here. Okay. So for this, okay, you have to calculate. Okay, the percentage of the director that has been on the board less than 6 years. So the formula is the same. I mean, there's no exact formula lah, but basically you have to find the information. This is yes. Okay. But wait, this one I think I'll just put it here. Okay, so now you look at the non-independent. Let me just highlight like this. Uh, okay, so less than 6 years. So this one, yeah, even though it's close to 6 years, but it's still this one because it's based on 2019, right? So 5 years plus plus, so it's to consider less than 6 years. Lah. So basically, you have two here, right, for the non-executive director. So you have two, okay, and then out of six, right, multiply 100 lah. Okay. So it will be 33.3% lah, 33.3%. Okay. Okay, now next one. Calculate how many women on board and then percentage of women on board. Okay. So this one is quite easy lah. For question 304. Okay, let's look at the ISS one. Okay. Okay. 304. Why they want? Why this matters? Why this gender matters? Okay. This question will evaluate the number of women on board. According to some academics, based on research and other studies, increasing the number of women on board of directors correlates with better long-term financial performance. Such findings could have significant effect on the nomination of women as a corporate officers and directors. So according to the IIS 2014 policy survey, a majority of all respondents indicate that they consider overall diversity, including but not limited to gender, on the board when evaluating boards. And this is based on the study, IIS study. Full credit on this factor will be earned when the three or more women on the board. Okay, as at 2017 November, the average number of board members across all corporate governance quality score coverage companies stands at 9, so which would equate to the typical company receiving full credit with 1/3 of the board comprised of women. So this factor is scored in all regions, which are all of these countries lah. Okay. So like in Malaysia, okay, like in Malaysia, the it must be 30%. Okay, for the woman director, okay, it must be 30% lah. Okay, so like in Malaysia, at least 3 or more. Okay, so so this one, how many women? So here, the answer is 3 and 1. Right, you only have one woman here, which is this. Yeah, I just highlight this. Okay. Okay. And then next year, you have to calculate the percentage women on board. 354. Percentage, right? So, okay. So, to the director here. Your woman of board is only one. Then you divide with 6, and then you're 100. So you have, oh, you can round up. Okay. Okay, 1 divided by 6 times 100. Okay, 60.7% lah. Okay. Okay, next one. Okay, we done with that. Okay, and then we have calculate the standard deviation of directors age. Okay, calculate the directors age. Okay, but here we actually 5 4. So I just show you this. 3 5 4. So what is the percentage women on the board? Okay, this question will evaluate the percentage of women on the board. Okay, according to some academic and other studies, increasing the number of women on the board correlates with better long-term financial performance. Okay, and in this one similar lah, because with the number this one now you calculate with the percentage of women. Okay. But like the IS one, they make sure that at least 50% of the work sets are held by women. But like in Malaysia, okay, we mentioned that it must be 30% lah. Okay, 30%. Okay, and then we go to the last one here, okay, which is calculate standard deviation director's age. Okay, this is 2, 3, 8. So why we need to this? Why they also calculate standard deviation? Standard deviation. So what is the standard deviation? Okay. So standard deviation basically, okay, you want to see the difference between uh, the age, okay, the step with the fluctuation between the highest and the lowest figures. So in terms of calculating standard deviation, you apply the same one. First, you need to find the average, okay, of all the directors' age, and then you find the variance, and then you find the standard deviation lah. So here, okay, the lower the better lah usually. Okay. But hold on, I need to search my. Okay. Uh, Hold on, I need to charge my laptop. Okay, now how to do that? Okay, it's very simple. That's why I advise you guys to do this using Excel. Then you just paste. Okay. Okay, now. But I write here 388, right? Okay. Okay. You just use Excel, that will be easier for you to calculate. Okay, so now you have this data, right? Just press here. Okay, you click here. Okay. Wait. Okay, now let me check whether I'm sharing my screen or not. Okay. So you click here. Okay, I want you to prepare this in Excel, then it will be easier for you to calculate standard deviation rather than you calculate manually. So just click this. Okay. More function. Okay, and then you see standard deviation. So if let's say you couldn't find it, so you just type. Okay, you just type. Let's say just click all here. Just type search a function, standard deviation. See? Standard. Eh, alah, wait, hold on. I want to. Okay, click move function. Okay lah, let's say lah, this one I use it quite uh, frequent. So just standard deviation. See? So usually this one lah, you don't choose others lah. Huh? Standard deviation. So just click here, okay. Then they will prompt for this. You just select all of this. Just select that. Then okay. Um, should be 2 digits. So this is a deviation lah. Okay. So if you prepare, so this one, just copy that answer lah, which is 8.28. Okay. So for this one, if you want to show on how to do this part, hold on, yeah, I'll just show you this. Okay, if let's say you prepare all of this, okay, let's say lah this one. Okay, you can combine lah. You can combine this as for question number this is which part? Question number B. Right. Okay. Just right. Remember, you have to have proper title, right? Okay. So let's say you have task 2, financial statement analysis. And then you start with uh, 2.1, for example. Company okay, company background. Okay. So you have lah what you explain lah about the company. Okay. Or okay, but I prefer you guys to do this way. Why the auto one? Hold on, yeah. Okay. Hold on. Let's say you have okay, let's say you have the board analysis just now. Okay, remember all these conscious marks. Okay, so this is for task 1 lah, board analysis. Okay, A. Current bond prices for both companies. Okay, and then you show me the workings. Okay, and then B. Conclusion, and then C. Okay. Okay. Okay, now you have this company background. Okay, so okay, company background. Yeah, no. Okay, financial statement analysis. Okay, then you have this company background. Okay, and then you have board of directors details. Okay, so for this one, you can just copy from here. Okay, let's assume I don't have all of this. I don't have the colored right here. Okay. Yeah, so you can just copy like this. Okay, even though I only ask you out to provide the details and to gender. Okay, but to make things easier for you later on, okay, you can prepare as such lah. Okay, wait, hold on. You prepare like this. Uh, okay. Okay, and then C. And then where C. C is you just write lah as ESG. I just write for corporate governance score. Mm. So then you just copy this one also can. Okay, this one can prepare as such as well. So this is the question 13 here. You can replace lah. C1. Okay, you can replace it with the C1. Okay, C2, and so on. Okay, you can replace that accordingly. Okay, so like this. If you use this Excel, then if let's say you say, okay, please, I don't want to, I want to show this whole thing. So if you want to do like that, I mean, if it'll be easier for you to use your the Excel function lah, like this one just now, right? See, standard deviation. If it's not, if let's say you don't want to use this, you need to calculate manually lah. How? So basically, first you need to find. You use the standard deviation formula. So don't waste your time lah. You just key in all the numbers. Key in all the age. You just click the function. Okay, click the function. Okay, click here. More function. Okay, search for the standard deviation. That's it. Okay. So you put it here. Yeah. Then that's it. I accept this one already. Okay. So this is your answer lah. I don't think that I don't check. Yeah, I check one by one. That's why it really takes some time for me to mark all your papers. Okay. So then done lah for this one. Sometimes student ask me, how means this one, how to, it does, cannot move lah, whatever lah. So here, if you have table, when you paste, then you click whether you want to auto fit to content or auto fit to window. Okay, sometimes if I want to auto fit to window, they will look like this lah. Yeah. So then that's it. And then here also, if you use Excel, will be much easier. Remember, you have to do the graph. Okay, I've shown you on how to do the graph, but I show you again here on how to do the graph. Let's say lah, this is liquidity ratio. Okay, so you have current ratio, okay, and then cash ratio. Okay, so this one is 2019, this is 2018. Okay, so wait. Let's say this is 1.5, this is 1.2, 0.9, 0. Okay, let's say you have the details like this. Okay. So now when I want to, but for the time being, I just delete this one first. Okay. So now I want to create the graph. Okay. So how? Just click insert here. Okay. Wait. I just select all of this. Here, recommended charts. Okay. We have many types lah here. So if you want to, let's say you want to have line charts. So also can, okay. If let's say you want to have pie chart, but pie chart, you cannot really look at the trend. So you want to see this also can. Let's say lah, you want to have this one. So then that's it. You just click. You choose first. You select first, but you don't type the title yet lah. You don't type the title yet. The title because then they will get confused usually. Like what are the items that they should write. I mean, if let's say you write the liquidity ratios there, then they are unable to recognize these two. They might recognize this as a not as a ratio. Okay, so here then you write lah this one. Just double click. This is liquidity ratios. See, so they have. So this is the one. Okay, you can combine it to be save the time. So just copy. And then after that we have what D. So D is uh, threat analysis. This is your graph. Let me put it this way. So here, before that, you put lah all the. Okay, you just put it here. Your friend. Liquidity ratios. Okay. So here you just copy all of this, put it here. Okay. This so I choose by content. Then you have the graph here. Then you can do your comments here. Oh, first here, chart analysis, liquidity ratio. So then you explain. Current ratio, blah, 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 blah. Then you type here. After this, you do your comment. You type current ratio, both current ratio, okay, is more than one. It shows that the company have the ability to pay all their short-term obligation. However, the current ratio has improved by how many percent from 2018 to 2019. Okay, meanwhile, for the cash ratio, okay, both ratios are slightly below than one. Okay, however, the rate has improved, okay, by how many percent? Okay, then the reason why lah, okay, short one lah, doesn't need to be long, okay, and then you repeat the same steps for the next ratio. Let's say you have the comment here, okay, and then you have for the D1 and then 2 lah. Okay. After that, what is the question? Then we refer back to the question. 2, activity ratios. Activity ratios. So you type activity ratios. Okay. So if you want to do your calculation using this also can using Excel only, but you have to key in lah all the relevant information from the formula. Okay. Wait. I just show you once mine one. Wait. I think I still have it here. This is individual assignment, right? See? I have it for all of my students. You have, but I think you have to key in all the details first. I open and report one by one for all of you, and I set the form. It's just you based on information, you just divide. You see, okay? So, see, I have many actually. But I'll show you this one. I see. I calculate for all my students. And I compare, and then I compare. Now, if let's say the answer is different, then I check why. You see. Okay, I think that's all for this video. I hope that already clarified all your doubts in regard with this task 2 part C. Okay. Okay, thank you for listening. So you have any question, please do drop me an email and make an appointment with me. Okay, usually my consultation will be on Friday morning. Okay, thank you for viewing this video. Have a good day.